Whoever they got on snowplow duty seriously needs to up his game.
My face. Look who's back. Got a code? Then make what the beep boop beep.
I hate...
All systems engage. Okay, let's show them what we got.
Oh, snap! You know, if you unlock me as a playable character, maybe I'll stop hanging out here and bugging you all the time. Finish all of my missions already!
No! Help me!
I need a change of scenery.
Gonna jazz things up with a new extra?
Saw a monkey fighting a bunch of snowmen earlier? Maybe I've been up here too long.
Maybe some new...
I need a change of scenery.
Right. Let's go get that nested fragment out of the cave. What do you mean somebody already got it?
Of course I don't feel bad about turning in my own brother. He jaywalked. Can you think of anything more insulting to the supremacy of the Empire?
I'm too young to be removed from the glory of the Empire. I'm too young to be removed from the glory of the Empire. Hail!
Can you believe some people don't stay up to date with all the latest hydro?
Hello again, fellow champion.
Doing exactly what I'm told is just the best.
Sometimes I wonder if maybe we've overdone it with the number of Hydra skulls everywhere. But then I remember the old saying, you can take the patriots out of North America, but you can't take the patriotism out of North America.
All systems engage.
That guy driving the Sphinx through town, that was definitely an infraction, right?
Where should I go for lunch?
Anyone else feel like making a difference?
You seen that
Detected a crime pretty close to you. Hey, Wouldn't it be great if this was the last crime ever? Nah.
Kang surveillance drone now approaching. Please move aside.
Looked like something big was going down on top of the Avengers mess.
Trouble seems to be following me around today. I need a change of scenery.
A reminder that one lucky citizen can win themselves a tour of my citadel by finding the elusive golden ticket hidden inside the wrapper of a regular, delicious Kang bar. As an added bonus, you will then be enlisted in Kang's army for the rest of your existence. Absolutely free.
Thanks. You had me worried for a minute there.
That ought to make the streets a little safer.
I always thought Poe was
Those awful Avengers, they would our best Baron Zemo statue.
It's Red Skull Tuesday. I can't wait to see the parade.
Doing exactly what I'm told is just the best.
Sometimes I wonder if maybe we've overdone it with the number of Hydra skulls everywhere. But then I remember the old saying. You can take the patriots out of North America, but you can't take the patriotism out of North America. Travel card expire.
Help me! Anyway.
Ignorance is strength.
Long live President Zola.
Looks like some trouble is brewing where you are. You're like a magnet for this stuff, huh?
I can't use this? Well, nobody's perfect.
Anyone who's started digging around after Red King cleared out found ourselves a new pit. Shame we can't open it.
But my travel card expire. Now how am I supposed to leave the neighborhood?
Can you believe some people don't stay up to date with all the latest Hydra Pet regulations? How embarrassing for them. Help me! Hydra Empire would love to take part in the Interregion Chronopolis World Cup football tournament, but I think it would be unfair to the other competitors. Hail, Hydra Immortal Hydra, we shall never be destroyed. Did you hear that exclusive sushi shop is just letting any old riffraff in nowadays? That place has really gone downhill.
Anyone who says Hydra Empire isn't an inclusive place is a barefaced liar. I have friends from both the east side and the west side of the city, so there!
Doing exactly what I'm told is just the best. Of course, I don't feel bad about turning in my own brother. He jaywalked. Can you think of anything more insulting to the supremacy of the Empire? What have the Avengers got against Kang? What's the problem with the regimented rule anyway?
Ignorance is strength.
Doing exactly what I'm told is just the best.
Imagine being outside of the authority of President Zola. The thought of it makes me sad for those unlucky enough to be enslaved by so-called freedom.
Did you hear that exclusive sushi shop is just letting any old riffraff in nowadays? That place has really gone downhill.
That is she.
Oh, was ist a he?
Tampering with a Kang surveillance drone.
Did you see the fight earlier? It's all... Oh man, I'm going down! Or words to that effect.
Help!
This looks...
Can't decide which one I love the most. Oh, what am I saying? It's President Zola. Definitely President.
This is the worst thing to ever happen to anybody.
Hulk is the strongest one!
Can you believe some people don't stay up to date with all the latest Hydra pet regulations?
Step right up, whippersnappers, young and old.
If you've made it this high, you automatically Such agility! Most impressive. Or so I'm assuming. This is a pre-recorded message set to play after a certain amount of time has passed without failing.
Reporting for duty.
What do I get out of all this, I hear you ask? What? Can a guy set up an elaborate assault course hundreds of feet above ground without some ulterior motive? I hope he won't be as disappointing as the last test subject. The massless field flux should self-limit.
Conqueror Kang or President Zola. I can't decide.
Beware the red steps. They have a tendency to disappear. This is all extremely valuable data. Being evil is at least 50% research, you know?
Of course, I don't feel bad about it.
I hope you won't be as disappointing as the last test subject.
Can you believe it? The latest Hydra pet regulations.
Right. Let's go.
Oh, so cowable.
Did you hear that exclusive sushi shop is just letting any old riffraff in nowadays?
Thanks. Man, it was cold in there.
Just another realm for me to rule.
My genius must be celebrated.
Those awful Avengers, they ruined our best Baron Simon statue.
Gone down in the Cave of Dragons. That disembodied voice isn't yelling at me when I walk past anymore.
Step right up, whippersnappers, young and old. If you've made it this high, you automatically qualify for entry into the Terrible Tinkerer's Technical Track Trial. All you need to do is make it up to the top of the tower without hitting the sensor. right up, whippersnappers, young and old. If you've made it this high, you automatically... What do I get out of all this, I hear you ask? What? Can a guy set up an elaborate assault course hundreds of feet above?
Looks like some trouble is brewing where you are. You're like a magnet for this stuff, huh?
Something for my next session of magical studies, perhaps?
No! Help me!
Step right up, whippersnappers, young and old. If you've made it this high, you automatically qualify for such agility. Most impressive. Or so I'm assuming. This is a pre-recorded message set to play after a certain amount of time has passed without failing.
Someone just bumped their way to the top of my best heroes list.
That'll teach him to mess with us.
This is all extremely valuable data. Being evil is at least 50% research, you know? Beware the red steps. They have a tendency to disappear. I hope he won't be as disappointing as the last test subject. What do I get out of all this, I hear you ask? What? Can a guy set up an elaborate assault course hundreds of feet above ground without some ulterior motive? The massless field flux should self-limit. This is all extremely valuable data. Being evil is at least 50% research, you know?
Detected a crime pretty close to you. Hey, wouldn't it be great if this was the last crime ever? Nah, a girl can dream.
Nexus fragment out of the cave! What do you mean somebody already got it? Aw, man.
I flew across the world to get to Kunlun, and now it's right in my backyard? Enlightened and mushroom history may be priceless, but those plane tickets definitely cost... Chilly up here, huh?
Yes, quite lovely.
I always wanted to be a superhero when I was a kid.
Is there a person out there?
I ain't seen this much trash in one place since my last family reunion.
The tales know this place as the nexus of all realities, where worlds collide, and where I hope to find...
This is...
Comrade, I need your help.
No matter how old you get, nothing beats walking through fresh snow.
Ugh, if I have to listen to one more of those Kang announcements, ooh, I'm gonna do something.
The master says I won't make any progress in my training until I stop wearing overcoats and start wearing boots. Oh, it's so cold here. Like someone would spray
I suppose there are aspects to living amongst mortals that I still
Did you see the dogfight earlier? It was all...
Make way for the Star-Spangled...
Doing exactly what I'm told is just the best.
That guy driving the Sphinx through town, that was definitely an infraction, right?
Yay! Sorry. That didn't sound dignified. I meant, yay!
Looks like some trouble is brewing where you are. You're like a magnet for this stuff, huh?
Let's go Tuesday. I can't wait to see the parade.
I hope you're having a hybrid day.
Imagine being outside of the authority of President Zola. The thought of it makes me sad for those unlucky enough to be enslaved by so-called freedom.
Cut off one head and... nothing. Never mind. Did you hear that exclusive sushi shop is just letting any old riffraff in nowadays? That place has really gone downhill. Of course I don't feel bad about turning in my own brother. He jaywalked. Can you think of anything more insulting to the supremacy of the Empire? Those awful Avengers, they root our best Baron Simon statue.
Ignorance is strength.
What have the Avengers got against Kang? What's the problem with the regimented rule anyway?
driving the Sphinx through town. That was definitely an infraction, right?
Long live President Zola!
Did you see the dogfight earlier? It was all... Oh, man, I'm going down! Or words to that effect.
Oh! I can't wait for today's 4 o'clock salutation.
Ignorance is strength.
Those awful Avengers, they ruined our best Baron Simon statue. Yes? We are not oppressed. So long as we obey all the laws and report all infractions, we lead reasonably comfortable lives. Help me!
Side of the city, so there!
Can you believe some people don't stay up to date with all the latest Hydra pet regulations? How embarrassing for them. Did you hear that exclusive sushi shop is just letting any old riffraff in nowadays? That place has really gone downhill.
That guy driving the Sphinx through town, that was definitely an infraction, right? Did you see the dogfight earlier? It was all... Oh, man, I'm going down!
Hey! Sorry. That didn't sound dignified.
Ah!
Hey, give me a hand, will ya?
About time somebody stood up to that Kang fella.
Don't mind me, just your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. I got this.
Thanks for getting me out of that jam, true believers.
Oh, that guy on the top of Grand Central Station seems to have some pretty big ideas.
At least she doesn't look like your mom this time. Aw,
Nobody told me a monorail system was going to appear overnight.
Bad stuff happening. Dead ahead. Is it Kang? Whoever it is, we can't let them get away with it.
Guess this train car we dug up ain't much good for anything now. Best we can do is strip it for parts.
There's a quiet one.
Well, you try and make the best of a bad situation, you know, like that perky waitress used to say before her cafe got buried under what seems to be Egypt. Oh, you're just making yourself at home in there, huh? We hauled the car out from underneath tons of sand and broken dreams to try and bring some semblance of sense to the scary world of Chronopolis in the form of a subsidized public transportation system. Seems kind of redundant now.
Abyssinia!
How'd that monorail even get there anyhow? I mean, logistically, who put that in? Was it you just do whatever you want? It's not like I lost 3 good men retrieving this locomotive. They all went to work at a grocery store over in Manhattan. Not the future one, but the less future one.
Heard some business went down at Fisk Tower. Not business business, you know, like bad
Know any good tea shops?
Staying out of trouble. Oh, that guy on the top of Grand Central Station seems to have some pretty big ideas. dame trying to make her new light bulb work, I had more luck. She fixed up the paper. I had one creeping into my apartment. And I live on the other side of town. Heard some business went down in Fisk.
Well, I'm glad someone got something of value out of all this. I mean, technically, that belongs to the New York Chronopolis Transit Authority. But what are we supposed to do with it? Build some sort of monument to the Daily Bugle?
How do I know you? You in the talkies or something?
At least she doesn't look like your mom this time.
And as far as silver linings go, that's a good one.
So, here's the thing. Somehow Mother...
That's the interdimensional parasite mother, not his actual mother.
Thank you, Teddy. Yeah, that Mother has somehow found her way back into reality. I'm guessing it's a side effect of the timey-wimey mess of Chronopolis, since I'm pretty sure I wiped her from existence that one time.
And Billy definitely didn't summon her this time. Not a chance. Nope.
Do you think you're helping right now? Anyway, from what I can tell, Mother's in a pretty weak state, which is good news for us, since the last time she showed up, I had to go full-on demiurge to defeat her, and it was a whole thing.
She turned me into a chair for a while.
I have a general idea where she might be lurking, but I think we're gonna need help to fully track her down. What with her being able to assume any form and stuff. So, let's go.
Can we just teleport there? I already did my cardio for the day.
I don't think we want to risk teleporting right now. These locations have a habit of moving around lately.
Aww.
All right, spread out. One of these people will be Mother in disguise.
You'll be able to tell it's her because she sounds, well, really motherly. Like something out of a 50s sitcom.
When you find Mother, just attack, and we'll swoop in to back you up.
Don't just start throwing punches, though. If we cause a scene, she might run away. Then we're just kicking our heels, waiting for another chance.
Oh, sweetie. You're not outside without sunscreen, are you?
Anyone just learn magic? Like, can you do a correspond?
Ooh, is that the time? Is time still matter here?
More crowded here than usual.
Hey, this is my street. But like...
How are you doing?
Did you eat all your vegetables? You'll need them to grow big and strong.
Pretty sure that was just a regular person. We should make ourselves scarce. Don't go in all guns blazing until you know it's her. We don't want to scare her off.
Nothing can stop Stingray. Well, not underwater, at least.
Hope today's a quiet one.
Heard some business went down in Fisk Tower. Business, you know, like bad business.
Okay, let's try that again. Remember, we're looking for someone out of place.
You're not going out dressed like that.
How are you doing?
Nana's no custom penny, you know.
It's her! Don't let her escape!
Looks like she's picked up some new tricks.
I'm cutting your allowance until you learn to behave.
Just you wait until your father gets home.
Time to send her back where she came from. Go away, go away, go away, go away!
Well, she's going away all right. But that wasn't the kind of go away we needed.
Huh. I guess we'll just have to track her down again. All right, let's start looking here.
Should be one of these parent-like people. Let's split up and search.
Honey, you really ought to be wearing a sweater. You don't...
So, is it pronounced Attilan or Attilan?
Make way for the Star-Spangled...
I had one creeping into my apartment, and I live on the other side of town.
Honey, you really ought to be wearing a sweater.
So, is it pronounced Attilan or Attilan?
You think being sucked into an alternative reality...
I thought I was supposed to meet her here.
Chronopolis ain't so bad after all, huh? At least it's got a pool.
Run away!
Mother knows best. Listen to your mother.
Got her!
How dare you talk to your mother that way?
Oh, that guy on the top of Grand Central Station seems to have some pretty big ideas. I used to volunteer down at Bowery Welfare Center, but then Kang showed up and he...
You ungrateful child! Go to your room!
A lot of dodgy dealings going down on the dock side.
Heard some business went down.
All right, let's give this another try. Elsewhere, 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 elsewhere!
She went elsewhere, all right, but...
I get it, Teddy. Come on, let's go after her.
Looks like things have calmed down. Maybe a more considered approach this time.
I don't normally use this phrase a lot, but she is just the worst. Let's hope it works this time.
Yeah, it'd be a bummer to chase her all this way and still have to reboot the universe or something to get rid of her.
I wish the Kang trail was more convenient. Yeah, every time I use it.
The tea shops in Hydra Empire seem to be very popular with people from Hell's Kitchen.
Have you finished all your homework? I think. Hey! We don't hit in this house!
Let's take her down!
No more video games for a week!
I want you to write an apology letter to me and your father.
Third time's the charm. Back what you came, back what you came, back what you came!
Hey, look! The spell worked this time!
Ever the tone of surprise. You remember that I beat her last time, right?
Yeah, I know. Oh, we should celebrate. With Mother out of the picture, we're free to do what we want again. I'm gonna have cake for dinner, stay up past midnight, put crayon on the wallpaper.
Okay, Teddy. Simmer down there.
I'm sure I can put this to good use.
How could he just leave like that? I wasn't being unreasonable.
Think your memory's as sharp as mine?
It's about darn time I got into the action.
How could he just leave like that? I wasn't being
Not many would help the Kree. Thank you.